Disclaimer. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes. It is not a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset. Please do your own research and due diligence when choosing what to invest in. Now, on to the analysis.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dad's Market Stats. On today's episode, we're going to talk about some breaking news that we had on Bitfarms. The CEO has been terminated prior to finding a replacement, and an interim CEO has been named. Let's take a look at that over here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see that report. Take a look at this right here, ladies and gentlemen. As we can see here, Bitfarms announces acceleration of previously announced termination of CEO and provides update on new CEO appointment. So the press release here reads, Jeffrey Murphy terminated as CEO and Nicholas Bonta appointed on interim basis. CEO executive search is nearing completion. As we read along here, it says that, let's take a look over here, right? Okay. Bitfarms today announces that Jeffrey Murphy, who had been continuing as president and chief executive officer pending an executive search for a replacement, as announced on March 25th, has been terminated effective immediately. Mr. Murphy also no longer serves as a director of the company. On May 10th, Mr. Murphy filed a statement of claim in the Superior Court of Ontario against the company, claiming damages for breach of contract, wrongful dismissal, and aggravated and punitive damages in the amount of $27 million US. The company believes the claims are without merit and intends to defend itself vigorously. Nicholas Bonta, chairman and co-founder of the company, has been appointed interim president and chief executive officer and will lead the company until the executive search is completed and his successor is appointed. The company also announced that the CEO executive search is nearing completion and that the company will be appointing a new CEO in the next several weeks. So that is one of the announcements that came out today. And here is another one. Bitfarms reschedules first quarter conference call to May 15th. Yes, they were supposed to have their earnings call today in the morning, 8 a.m. I don't know if you remember, I mentioned that in my previous video, but they have postponed it or rescheduled it to May 15th. Obviously, we know that Nicholas Bonta will now be heading that earnings call, so he may need a few moments to prepare for that. And so obviously that's why the company postponed or rescheduled the earnings call. So that makes sense. Needless to say, though, I was very livid after I read this announcement because I knew that it was going to cause a sell-off. However, after I calmed down, I knew what I had to do. So let's take a look at what I did, ladies and gentlemen, as I pull up my Robinhood account here. Let me share that with you also. Take a look at what I did after I read that announcement, ladies and gentlemen. So I had two $1.50 puts that I sold for $20. So I bought them back today for $10 in order to free up $300 that were being held as collateral. So let me just show you that. If we take a look at my history here, we will be able to see exactly what I did here. See here? So I bought back these $1.50 puts that were expiring on May 17th, which is this Friday. Okay, I tried to buy back the $2 put expiring May 17th, but of course, Bitfarm stock was going down after those announcements were made. So, but I was still able to buy back these $1.50 puts that I had sold a while back. And so what that did, see, two contracts for $5. Now I had bought these contracts, or rather I had sold these contracts for $20. And by buying them back for $10, what that did was that it freed up $300 that I had in collateral. So last week I had $900 being held in collateral, but as we can see here now, cash collateral, only $600 are being held in collateral. So it looks like my remaining 3 put contracts, $2 put options that I have sold, it looks like I'm going to be assigned those 300 shares. Okay, so that means that by buying those 300 shares at $2 each, or for $600 that I have in collateral here, that's going to bring my average cost down as well. So my average cost will no longer be $2.53. It's going to be less than that. All right. So that is what I did after I read those announcements. So I still, on the $300 that I had for these $1.50, let's see, for these $1.50 puts, right, that I showed you here, that I have bought back for $10 today. On the $300, I still managed to make 3.3% interest on those $300 because remember, I had sold those contracts for $20, and now I bought them back for $10, freeing up those $300 of collateral. Now I'll put that money back into my checking account because we're going to need some of that cash that we have here on the Robinhood account in order to pay for my car insurance that's coming up soon. So that's why I had to free that money from collateral. So, but that's okay. I still managed to make 3.3% interest on that, right? Now the next thing I did is I went ahead and I sold these $5 call options expiring on August 16th, way out in August 16th. So that means that 600 of my shares are going to have to be held in collateral for the next 3 months. Okay. But I made $30 from that. Okay. So that is why, as you can see here, go back to my investing. We take a look here. We'll be able to see that for the month of May now, I have managed to sell or make money in the amount of $100, right? They do take some money. They do charge a transaction fee when you sell options and when you buy options. So right now, I'm sitting at $99.57 that I have made in premiums so far this month of May. So it looks like I'm still on track to beat last month's premiums that I had sold. Last month, I sold $172 in options. So I'm still on track. If I manage to make another $100 in the next 3 weeks, I'll be on track to beat the amount of premium that I made last month. So we're still good here, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see here, there's still opportunities for us if we need cash on an emergency. We can look at an option that we're up on and go ahead and buy that option back so that we can free up some of that money that we have being held in collateral. So you don't need to wait for the options to expire to be able to free up that money from collateral, ladies and gentlemen. So that would be a smart move to do if you do need that money for an emergency. Now, my plan going forward is going to be to sell put options expiring on the same day that my call options will be expiring, which, as we can see here, is August 16th, right? I sold 6 contracts expiring August 16th for a $5 call option, $5 strike price, right? Now, that is going to be a very good strike price for me. If in August, Bitfarms shares are up to $5 and my dollar cost average, as we know, is $2.53, that means that I'll be doubling my money that I have on my dollar cost average here. On those 600 shares, I'll be doubling my money on those 600 shares. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So we're still doing okay. We're still doing okay. As we know from those announcements, obviously that CEO, Jeffrey Murphy, was not right for the company. So, I mean, it would have been better if they had let him go in April, 2 weeks after he announced that he was leaving. But as we can see, there was some tension going on there. So, in my opinion, they should have just let him go 2 weeks after that announcement was made. So they would have been better off then. For the moment, as we can see, they're going to be having a legal battle. It doesn't look like either side is going to back down. So it's going to be up to a judge to decide who was in the wrong here. Okay. So we'll have to wait to see what happens with that. But no need to worry, ladies and gentlemen. We know that there is a capable CEO there right now. Okay. We know that the earnings call is going to be happening on Wednesday. They still could be on track to double and triple in size by the end of this year. They still have a bunch of other capable people that are heading the ship here over at Bitfarms, right? They have the Chief Mining Officer, Ben Gagnon, who is very good at his job, and he has done very well with Bitfarms. In fact, he is being sought out by many, many other companies. So hopefully he doesn't leave. Hopefully nobody else leaves, ladies and gentlemen. This situation right here reminds me of what happened in The Office. I don't know if y'all are Office fans, but you remember that episode where Michael Scott gave in his 2 weeks notice? And then what did he do during those last 2 weeks that he was with the company, Dunder Mifflin? He tried poaching some of the employees there, right? Trying to bring him to the Michael Scott Paper Company. Well, it looks like something like that is happening here, ladies and gentlemen. So, not to worry, this could just be another opportunity for us to continue to dollar cost average down. And actually, it's going to be good now that I know what I'm going to be selling these put options for. As we can see here, take a look, ladies and gentlemen, what these put options are selling for August 16th, okay? We start selling put options for the $2 strike price, right? Look here now. If we sell these $2 put options now, we're going to be making $60 on our $2. So that's a 30% return on our investment that we're going to be making as soon as we start selling these put options, okay? 30% return on our investment for each put option that we sell for $2, okay? Now, if we decide to, we can also sell these $1.50 put options, which we'll be making $30 on, okay? So we're going to be making premiums, ladies and gentlemen. Every week, we're going to continue to make passive income in spite of that bad news that we heard today, okay? We still don't know what's going to happen with this company, but we can be very confident that they're in capable hands right now, okay? So that is the video for today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before I ended the video, okay, I did want to take a moment of your time because I wanted to get something off my chest, ladies and gentlemen. So if you just be kind enough to listen to me for a moment. Today at work, I was talking to a customer about this channel and what it's about. Now, the whole time that I was talking to him, he was chuckling and smirking. And then he looked at me and he said, "You sell options?" Now, there's only two things that he could have meant by that, friends. Either he thinks I'm not smart enough to invest in the stock market, or I can't afford to be selling options. Either way, it's safe to say that he will not be subscribing to this channel. Now, some of you already know that I'm a package delivery truck driver, and I wanted to share this gem with you, friends. Don't ever let anyone look down upon you. Keep your head up. Tell them to have a good day and walk away. So that's what I did. Because yes, I can afford to sell options, as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's take a look at the options that I've been selling. Okay, look at all these options. Look at all these options I'm selling here. All right, let's take a look. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15 options that I've made money on. Okay, with this company, Bitfarms. Okay, now this is a Robinhood account, ladies and gentlemen. There's no paper trading on this platform. This is real money that I'm investing. All right. So yes, I can afford to sell options. But that's all I wanted to say, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. And you can also chat with me in my website, my new website, dadsmarketstats.com, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for taking your time to be here with me today.
This has been another video from Dad's Market Stats. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like the video. If you know someone that can benefit from these videos, make sure to share it with them as well. Until next time, and remember, let's grow together.